Good afternoon, Wendy Antonucci here, and I am doing a layout with Bella Boulevard's Santa Stops Here collection. There is the 6x8 paper pad, some epoxy stickers, there are pennants, there are all the die cuts that traditionally come with each collection. There are also the 12x12 papers. Got some gifts and trees, houses, and cars with reindeers. We have a sticker sheet and some chipboard. We also have washi tape with cupcakes on it. So I'm going to be creating with this today. I'm creating a 12x12 layout, and I'm actually catching up from 2013 Christmas. I know, quite a long time ago. Christmas is not my favorite to scrap, unfortunately. So what I've started with is what I call my photo block. In most every page I do, I will just grab the pictures that I want to work with, whether it's 1, 2, 3, and in this case 4, and assemble them in a way that is pleasing to me. In this case, I had a lot of dead space, so I didn't mind layering them. And to mat my photo block, I chose one of the 6x8 pages. I chose to go with the green since my son's shirt was somewhat in the green family. I didn't want any patterns that were too wild because I had so many pictures on my page. So I chose the Christmas tree one. Now, because it was Christmas and we were dealing with his presents, I did want to bring in some more green, but also the Christmas pattern. So I chose to use another 6x8 page and just layer it behind it. You can see it, it's part of my design, but it doesn't take your eye away from my pictures. All right, so right now I am floating in space, and that's not a good thing. So to continue with the gift idea of my page, I chose a strip from the strip paper, I believe, the borders page, and I just cut some of the Christmas gifts off. It is acting as a anchor to my page. It continues my theme because it was all about his presents, and it brings in something other than green. It mimics the gifts, and it's something that can kind of calm your eyes down because it is a busy page right now. Now, every Christmas page needs red and green if you happen to be doing those color schemes. And I don't tend to do many, but these reds and greens are really nice. There's a lot of red in here, and you can see the red in the presents. So I decided to add another one of the border strips, the red striped, on this side. And I'm going to scoot this just a little bit over. All right. So there is a bold splash of color over here, and then I have the centerpiece and a lot of white space. Because I have such bold patterns going on, I am going to keep this white space, and I'm just going to continue to build on what I have here. While I was looking at the border strips, which are one of my favorite pieces of each collection to use, I cut them all up, and there were so many good ones. Here's a few of them that I have left. But the other one that I chose to go with was 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly, and I just layered it on there. It added a little bit more eye-catching element to this side, and I just liked what it was saying. The other ones, they had some good ones, but that was the best choice, I thought. Now, my next step was to begin to go through my die cuts. And what I chose to do was I pulled in a Christmas tree here. Again, it's green, so it doesn't really make your eyes go right to it. It just builds to it, builds the page more. And I had this piece here that I could cover up, and I really liked this Santa. So I added him in there. I am allowing him to hang over a bit, but I still have quite a lot of white space over here. I'm still very blocky though, but because it's such a busy page, it helps your eyes. Now my next piece that I really wanted to get in there was some of these pieces. I really like that reindeer in the truck, and these come from your daily details, and I use these all the time also. The one that I chose to go with was the one with the little elf and again the presents, but I decided to fussy cut him out because I didn't have room for a large piece. I didn't even have room for a smaller piece, as you can see. So I just fussy cut him out. One trick that I'd like to share is I keep the old chipboard pieces. For instance, here's a little bit of the backing. Eventually I'll use this. And I just cut pieces to fit. Once you do that, it is still a sticker on one side, so you can just pull back the sticker. It is not as thick as foam tape or foam squares, but it still gives you that added lift. And I'm going to add him right here. And make sure that's there. Everything's touching. It's still a nice little package. It's still a grid, but it is a very full grid, and we have lots of color going on. The green goes all the way around, pulling your eyes. My next thing was, as I was flipping through the die cuts, I came across these Ho Ho Ho, just the red and green again, and Merry and Bright. And I just cut the other piece of this off. And I decided I wanted a little bit of darker color up here. It was a little bit too light and too much of just the green tree paper. So I thought that looked nice there. And then I didn't even see that Ho 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 was there, but I really liked this kind of cascading down. Kind of adds a little bit, but nothing too big. There's also these acrylic pieces, and I love them. So the one that goes with this set says Christmas. And I thought I could put that right here. Since there was some dead space in my picture, there was also still a bit of the green there. Now, because I have the red here, I need red here because I need a triangle to pull your eyes around. And I wanted to make sure I had the year. So I cut out the stickers off of the sticker page so I could line them up and see where I like them best. So I think there, maybe scoot it over a little bit more. It's bold, it brings in the triangle, but it doesn't make it more busy because everything's pretty blocky and pretty elementary shapes. There's no swirls, there's no extra fluff. And that is my page. So I'm going to glue this down, and I will be back in a few minutes with the final look at this. Thanks for joining me. All right, and I am back. Everything is glued down. I did add in a little bit of journaling here. I just told about his big present of the year. Instead of just using them as stickers, I used some foam squares to puff up the 0 and the 3 and kind of give it a more whimsical feel. So there's my final layout. I was looking at these stickers and thinking I might add in something. Let's see here. There's naughty or nice, joyful, more ho ho ho, little helper. I like the little helper, but I don't really have any blue. I'm thinking right there a sticker would do really nicely. Naughty or nice, stockings. So anyway, I'm going to think about that. But here is the finished page. You can see. Thank you for joining me.